While we were in Georgia, Larry and I made a trip over to Ellijay and rode out of the Mulberry Gap uh, base camp, and they rode us up to the top in the shuttle and dropped you at Bear Creek, and we rode Bear Creek and Pinhoti 1 and 2 down to the bottom back to the camp. It was a beautiful day, a little bit chilly in the morning for us Florida flatlanders, but it was really nice out. The trails are great. There's some rooty and rocky sections, but for the most part it's small stuff. Yeah, the Flatlanders, got to teach them guys how to fall on the side of a mountain.
Cut that out for
You
Lisa.
don't want to go tumbling all the way down. Of course, you're not going to get very far. You'll be hung up in a tree pretty quick.
Short leg
But
syndrome.
yeah, oh well. We got that out of the way early anyway. I'll apologize for the weird noise and the shaky video. I think my camelback hose was bouncing off of the GoPro, and something was weird. It usually doesn't rattle around that much, but anyway, most of it's pretty clear. When you start at the top of Bear Creek and go all the way down to the base camp, it's about a 20-mile run. There's a few climbs in there too, at least for us Florida boys, and the air's a little bit thinner, so it trimmed out most of the huffing and puffing out of the video. You guys don't need to hear the old man wheezing.
Okay, we don't want Bear Creek Loop, right?
Larry has to wait on his older brother now and then. He's definitely a better rider than I am, and a little more apt to just send it over some of the stuff. There are sections where the GoPro's rattling like crazy, mostly because there's a lot of small rocks underneath those leaves. Fortunately, the leaf cover wasn't so thick that it was sketchy, but it was definitely still bumpy under there. There were a few creek crossings too. Water's cold, and I certainly didn't want to fall in it, so you kind of tiptoed through that stuff, but man, it was pretty out there.
Oh.
Definitely not same as my old one.
most of the downhill sections had natural features and some built-up areas where they dug it out for drainage, but you could get a little bit of air time, you know, on a good run and when it was a little bit wider, so that was fun.
Ooh, that was fun.
I'd be lying if I said we didn't have to hike any of it. Yeah, the quads were just pretty much burned out at this point. This was kind of the last little climb before we made our final run down to the bottom.
The control to come to a complete stop.
Yeah.
I almost ate it though once. Foot off the pedal.